Come on, come on, come on. And what up, guys? Okay, this thing will work. There we go. Retain. Okay, so that part's done. Don't need that. Okay, then I'm gonna do this. Adrian Philip? No. Oh man, I already forgot their names. Yeah, Adrian Phillips. Okay, I was right. Adrian Phillips was so Adrian. We're gonna go 18. No, bigger than that. 24. Right now. Control A. Go 24. And then it was Andre Williams. And then it was C. McGrath. Now make it 36 for them. I can go bigger, I guess. 48. Yeah, I can go 48. Adrian Phillips, move that. And that. Okay. File, save. Free agency, JPEG. Retain. Alright, so free agents so far, I like how we franchise tagged Melvin Ingram because it was something that we really needed because he was a really big help getting to the quarterback last season and the season before. Pretty much since he came, quarterback wise, Clemens, I really don't like him so much, but I feel like it was a good sign at the same time because we needed somebody else to back up Rivers that has experience at the moment and that knows the offense. Running back, I'm surprised that we let go of Danny Woodhead, and the fact that we might not sign back Brandon Oliver is kind of crazy. So it meant at this moment, till the retainment thing, that Melvin Gordon was the only running back that we had. So Farrell was gone. Every running back that we had was gone. Receiver, bringing back Edmund was good. Letting go of Johnson, I mean, for him, it was I saw it kind of coming because he was so injury prone since he came. Because I mean, the first year he played, he didn't play very many games because he was of hamstring injuries and all that. Second year he came, he was hurt before the season was started with an ACL injury. So I saw that coming. Line, this is the biggest surprise to me so far was letting go getting rid of DJ Fluker. That to me was the biggest surprise. I didn't see that coming, but I guess it's a good move. Everybody says it was bad, but you gotta think he was a tackle. That's what we drafted him as, and then we moved him down to guard and put in Barksdale. Barksdale was a good fit at first. Don't get me wrong, but when time went on, Barksdale wasn't what we thought he would be. Just look at last season. He wasn't so good. So I was okay. We might let him go, season, but we let go of DJ Fluker. DJ Fluker didn't have that good of a season this season, but he's a pretty good player. And I feel for the line, we need to fix our tackle spots. Of course, get a guard. But I know Slauson can play guard, but I don't feel like we should take Slauson out of center because, well, we haven't had like a center so consistent like Slauson, like we had with Slauson this past season since Nick Hardwick left. So I feel like we should just keep him at center and pick up a guard and maybe pick up a tackle, maybe second, third round draft another tackle. Because I know the tackle class this year is pretty deep in talent. Because I know there's Cam Robinson. I wouldn't mind drafting him in the second round if he's still there, because he's an amazing tackle. That would probably help our team. But King Dunlap probably has to go. He's getting old. Just not really cutting it, I guess. Because he just hasn't been the same. He let the most sacks on the team happen last season, and it's just he's not having very good consistency. So I feel like he's one that might be let go, if anything. Franklin, I said we're going to keep. The defensive line, I feel like maybe, because I don't know where we're going to play Melvin Gordon, if he's going to play outside linebacker, defensive end. So if we have him play outside linebacker, I say we need to get a defensive end to help Joey Bosa and all that. Maybe get an interior defensive lineman to help Ingram and Legit. Corner, I saw the Flowers getting cut because, he had, 2 concussions in one season last season. And he also hasn't been playing up to the level that we all know he can. Because if you look at the season when he came to us the first year, he led the team in interceptions or something like that, and he was doing good. And Casey Hayward, I'm excited about that pickup from last season with him and Verrett. Safety, I actually liked that we kept Adai, because he's actually one of my favorite safeties playing, and he's also, when healthy, he's really good. And then everybody's going to say, oh yeah, but he's always injured. Not always. Last season he missed a lot of games because of a shoulder injury, but I think he'll be fine this season. And then the long snapper signing, I think, was a good idea, because I don't feel like wasting a draft pick for a long snapper like we did last year, wasting a draft pick on a punter, which we probably would have been there during the free agent part of the draft, who really isn't that good. Um, for another spot that I feel like we need to do for free agency, maybe a receiver or running back. Running back, I know there's like two good running backs out right now. There's AP and Jamal Charles that I know of that are free agents right now. I wouldn't mind AP if the price is money and all that is good, because him and Melvin Gordon I think would be a powerful team, dangerous running back duo, especially when last season, when the offseason, Melvin Gordon when trained with AP. Now imagine just the offseason with AP. Now imagine a whole season with AP. I feel like that would be just a dangerous duo. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind Jamal Charles because he's a speed back. But I know both of them are coming off of an injury. I think they're both knee injuries, I think it was. And everybody's like, but why AP? He's old. His time could be running up. Well, that is true, but I feel like we just need another running back on our team right now. And then we need another tackle. We need another guard. I don't see us releasing Barksdale. I see us keeping Barksdale as depth for now, but we'll never know until like another hour or so. But with the picks so far that I've seen, I like how there's a rumor about us getting Alshon Jeffrey. I don't see us getting Jeffrey because he's like literally the top receiver on the board right now. I could see us maybe getting Terrell Pryor. Like, he's a good receiver, but you also got to remember, he started in our division. He was first quarterback for the Raiders. And then they let him go, and then he went to Cincinnati as a quarterback, and then he had to get switched into a different position, which now he's playing receiver. I feel like it would be a good slot. And I feel with Allen, Pryor, Benjamin, and Williams, those four would be a dangerous team. I also wouldn't mind drafting a receiver later down in the drafts, like maybe third round. First round, I feel like we should draft a safety. Second round, offensive line. Third round, a receiver. Fourth round, maybe a running back. Maybe, if not, defensive lineman or interior. Fifth round, maybe a corner. I don't feel like we need anywhere in the middle, like linebacker spots, because I think our linebackers are good with Perry, Brown, Toomer, and Itachi. I don't know what we're going to do with Itachi. I feel like we should maybe let him go or trade him to a team that needs an outside linebacker spot. Cornerback right now in free agency, I'd say we need to maybe pick up one more. Because, we have Rhett, Hayward, and Reed. Reed was a good pickup last year who literally came out of nowhere. Never heard his name or anything before until he came and played against the Panthers. Got that huge pick six that had to be called back because I guess he was so-called touched. But other than that, I think we're good. Safeties, I really say we need to get a safety in the draft. But for offensive line, I say the order is going to go as the tackle. Probably it's going to be Okun, who we're going to pick up today or sometime. And then it's going to go Franklin, Slauson, a guard, and then somebody at the other tackle. I don't know who, but I've also seen rumors of saying that Slauson might move to guard, and the center that we drafted last draft is going to be playing center now. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind that, but I just feel like right now with Rivers, I say we need more of a veteran center who's more consistent, like Slauson, because it's going to keep our offense going. What else is there? Tight ends. I don't feel like we really need a tight end because, I mean, we got Gates, maybe a season or two left in him. Then we got Hunter Henry backing him up. I would say not this draft, but next draft, get a tight end. So that way, when Gates does retire, we do have a tight end. Or unless this season, if we are lucky and we pick up Martellus Bennett from the Patriots in free agency. But I don't see that happening either. So, Titans snagged. Doors are still open to Hooker and Bad. See, Malik Hooker is a good safety. Adams, I was very impressed with him at the combine, but another safety that I was impressed with was Jabril Peppers. That dude is very talented. He, of course, had to do linebacking drills to be able to do the DB drills. But when do you ever see a player do the combine 2 days in a row, back to back like that? That's just surreal to me. He's also able to play linebacker, so if we do blitz a linebacker and we need a safety to come up and cover a tight end, he can cover a tight end. He can cover the running back. He can do that. So I'm okay with that. But another question is like that I've been asked lately is, do I think we'll be able to replace Danny Woodhead? Yes and no. Because Danny Woodhead was something else, and this is like something else. So I don't see us being able to replace him, but I do see us picking up somebody else that could play his role. Like if we pick up Jamal Charles, I could see him doing like screen passes and catching the ball in the backfield and running like Danny Woodhead did and all that. But also I see if we pick up AP, it's just another power back with Gordon. So I really don't mind picking up either one of those. But I feel like there's 3 big spots that we need to work on right now, and that's cornerback, safety, and line. Quarterback, I want to say we shouldn't have signed Clemens and let Bortavini, or however you say his name, who we signed to a contract before the season ended. Well, when our season ended, but not when the actual season ended, like a while ago, should be the secondary and be able to develop under Rivers, not develop under Rivers and Clemens or so on. Because I feel like Rivers' time is coming up close too. Because I mean, Ben Roethlisberger is contemplating retirement. Eli Manning really isn't the same. And Philip Rivers is just like, you don't know what kind of season he's going to have. So, and those 3 came from the same draft class. So I feel like it's probably getting close to the time for them pass on to the torch to the younger generation of quarterbacks. Quarterbacks that I wouldn't mind drafting would all be going in the first round because this quarterback class is just talented. And there's a lot of people that need quarterbacks, like the Browns, the Jags, not the Jags, the Browns, the 49ers, the Jets, the Bears. I saw that on somebody's that we needed a quarterback. So 49ers need one. So pretty much everybody within like the top 10 picks need a quarterback. But at the same time, I don't feel like you really need a quarterback just yet. And then running back, I just really feel like we should pick up somebody in free agency, not draft one, because we have Gordon. But at the same time, I really don't know what we're going to do with that spot. Which one do I want to use? Use that one already for something. I honestly don't know what I want to use. Guess I'll keep looking. Okay, but anyways, just running back, I don't feel like we should draft one because we don't really need. It's not a need. It's an like accessory that we kind of need. But it's not like top 3 or top 5 positions that we need. And I cannot find a background to use. I probably have one up here that I could use, but so that's what I'm thinking about with quarterback and all the tight ends. I say we should either draft one this season or pick one up in free agency if we can or whatever, because Gates is getting old. You know, he said he's coming back this season because he was going to retire last season, but he feels like this team could do something this season, which I do too, but I don't know how long he's going to be playing for. And I feel like we should get a tight end to also back up Henry. So that way when Gates does retire, we have 2 tight ends. We're at not one, and now we're like, oh man, now we got to go get one. I don't want to do that. I'm going to use this one. Fullback with Watt. I mean, fullback position, everybody's like, Watt, he's not that good. Why do we still have him? Just go get somebody else. To be honest, I was kind of looking forward to see if we would get Mike Tolbert back, but he signed with the Bills. But oh well. But what he's a good fullback. He's also a former